Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amy and I am on a financial freedom journey with my family. I share all about that and more on my channel. Before we get into today's video, I wanted to thank Mint Mobile for partnering with me on this video today. If you guys have been on my channel for any amount of time, you know how much my husband and I love Mint Mobile. We have been using Mint Mobile for, it is just about to be our 2-year anniversary actually with using Mint Mobile, which is crazy, but I am so glad that we switched when we did. If you guys were on my channel back 2 years ago before we switched, you know that I had a lot of anxiety about switching my phone plan. I had been on the same phone plan for so long and it just caused me so much stress. But looking back on it now, I just have to laugh a little bit because it was so easy to switch to Mint Mobile. They make it so simple with the digital eSIM cards and the process went very smooth overall. One of my favorite features about Mint Mobile is that they have a coverage map on their website where you can enter in your address or the address of anywhere you frequent, and you can make sure that you'll have excellent coverage in the areas that you're at usually. So it could be your workplace, your house, a friend's house, a family member's house. You can check all of the areas that you frequent to make sure that you'll get excellent service before you make that step of switching. With Mint Mobile, you will get premium wireless service on the nation's largest 5G network at a fraction of the cost that other companies charge. I know personally for my husband and I, we saved more than 50% when we switched over to Mint Mobile, and like I said, my only regret is that we didn't switch sooner because we could have been reaping those savings for a lot longer, but we waited and I just wish that we would have switched sooner because it was so easy and we have had such amazing coverage and an amazing experience with Mint. Again, I just wanted to thank Mint Mobile for partnering with me on today's video. If you would like to try Mint Mobile for yourself, you can click the link in the bio or go to trymintmobile.com/deardebt. I will also link it here on the screen. And please, in the comments, let me know if you have switched over to Mint Mobile. I would love to talk to you about it in the comments down below. Let's go ahead and get into today's video. All right, let's get into today's video. Today is November 8th. I am super excited to film today's video. I am very excited to share that I just filmed the update video for what's going on with our finances / job loss. So that will be posted on Tuesday. So make sure to watch the video on Tuesday. I will share more about what happened, the situation, what's happening with our finances moving forward. So super happy to have finally filmed that video. I've been waiting to film it for quite some time. So very relieved to have finally been able to get things off my chest for you guys and just share what I've wanted to share for a while. So stay tuned for that video on Tuesday, but let's go ahead and go over today's Debt-Free Friday. Like I said, it is the second Debt-Free Friday of November. I believe there's 5 this month, I think, because of how many Fridays there are. So we've got a long ways to go and we are hitting a really exciting milestone this week. So I can't wait to share that. Let's go ahead and get started with our Debt-Free Friday. So for our weekly, starting for the current goal that we're working on, which is my Roth IRA, our current goal is to max out my Roth IRA. If you've been on my channel for a little bit, you know that we maxed out my husband's Roth IRA earlier this year. We also did some work on our basement. So we remodeled part of our basement. So that was a huge goal that we had coming into 2024. So that was a goal that we had at the end of 2023 into 2024. So we finished that one up earlier this year. Then we maxed out my husband's Roth. Now we're maxing out mine. So this is a really exciting goal to be closing in on the end of, which I'm super grateful for. Most likely we will only have time for one more financial goal this year because, like I said, we're already well into November at this point and there is only 1 3/4 of a month left in the year. So most likely we will hopefully finish our emergency fund goal, which is to add $5,000 to our emergency fund, which is particularly relevant due to the recent job loss that we experienced. I was like, that was a sobering moment that we really need to increase our emergency fund. So that will be coming at the end of this year. So let's go ahead and see what we did on our goals this week. So we started with my Roth IRA for 2024 at $5,685, and that was at 81%. As a reminder, the 2024 contribution limit is $7,000, and they did announce that the 2025 limit will also be $7,000 if you are over the age of 55 or 50. oh my gosh, now I just totally like it. I had it in my head and now I'm second guessing myself. I think it's over 50 or 55. Please look for yourself. Don't just take my advice. But if you're over the age of 55 or 50, you can add an additional $1,000, so up to $8,000. So dependent on your age, you can either do $7,000 or $8,000. So we will be proceeding with another $7,000 next year. So that's an interesting little tidbit that we will have for our goals next year. So it'll be $7,000 again. This is the first year, I think, in a few years that they haven't raised it. It was at like $6,000, then it was at $6,500, then it was at $7,000. I was really hoping they were going to raise it to $7,500, but looks like we did not get that win for this year, and that's okay. But yes, we will be continuing to work on this goal until it's finished, and then we will basically start over probably in January with our 2025. So sent to our Roth this week. We were able to send $325 to our Roth. If you watched my October budget closeout, which if you haven't watched that, please go watch that before you watch my Tuesday video, because I kind of talk a little bit more about the job loss there too. We did withhold a chunk of money at the end of the month, so we did not actually spend all of our money, which is abnormal for us. We're usually zero-based budgeters, but due to like the circumstances of life that happened in like October, November, we decided to just withhold a chunk of money. So we have like $700 already for the month of November. So we are most likely going to be spending that in the next few weeks on our Debt-Free Friday goals. So you will probably see some more money coming in. I'm kind of waiting for a few things to happen before that fully happens, but I'm starting to kind of put the normal amounts back in, and then hopefully at the end of the month we might have like a bigger lump sum. Fingers crossed that that works out how we intend. But for this week we just did $325. And the reason I did $325 is because it bumps us over to $6,000, $6,010 to be exact. And it also bumps us up to 85% of the way to this goal, which is super exciting. I was really wanting to get a milestone this week just to get like a little energized from our goals this week. So we are officially over $6,000, which means that left to our goal is officially less than $1,000. We are at $990 left. Like I said, we are most likely going to be able to finish this in November. I'm like, fingers crossed, really hoping. I'm like 95% sure that we'll be finishing it this month, which is really exciting. So stay tuned for that. But we have less than $1,000 left. Super excited. This is my third year, I believe, maxing out. Yes, third year. 2022, 2023, 2024. So yes, third year maxing out my Roth IRA. It's my husband's second year, I think. I don't think I maxed his out in 2022, but it's my third year, so I'm really excited. I'm grateful that we have the opportunity to do this. I am grateful for my financial knowledge because a few years ago, I didn't know what a Roth IRA was. Okay, I was like living in my own world without any knowledge of Roth IRAs or anything that was basically anything financial, to be honest. I was in 6 figures of student loan debt. I didn't know what a Roth IRA was, and here I am, maxing out my Roth IRA for the third year. So I just like to share those things with you guys because I want you to feel motivated, even if you are in the state of maybe you don't know what a Roth IRA is. If you don't, message me on Instagram. I will talk you through it myself. I will help you. I will tell you how to open one. I will be that educator if you need one, or just if you need the motivation too. Like, that's why I post on here, to motivate women especially. I feel like it's so important for women to be financially empowered, especially just with the state of things. You know, I'm not going to go into politics on my channel, but I am passionate about women being educated, women being financially educated, especially. It's so important to have your own money, to have something set aside for yourself. So that is just something that's super important to me and something that I want to share on my channel, and I do strive to share. So if you need help, my Instagram DMs are always open to you. I can make that promise to you. If you need guidance or help or just want advice from somebody, you know, I'm not a financial expert by any means, but I am happy to provide that to you. So if you are feeling like confused or like you don't know what you should be doing or shouldn't, shoot me a message. I would love to talk to you and just work through it together. We can do those things together, and I would love to be that person in your life if you don't have anybody else to turn to, because like I said, for many years I didn't, and I found that community here. So I'm grateful for that. Anyways, moving on. Side hustle income. I know it's been a dry few weeks over here for side hustles, and this week was not much different. We did have $10 from, oh my gosh, I can't write, Facebook Marketplace. So that was exciting, but that was it. So $10 this week. Not, nothing crazy. I said this last week too, I think, but I have been wanting to go back to doing Instacart. It has been on my list. I have just not had the time. The weekends have been busy, but they're starting to free up a little bit. So I'm really hopeful that in the next few weeks, maybe I could make some time to go do that. I would love to do that again. It's just a really fun way to make some extra money. And I am always down to make extra money, especially when we have a lot of financial goals that we want to work on. I'm really feeling motivated by our emergency fund. I'm really feeling motivated by finishing that off this year. And so I'm hopeful that, I will pick up the side hustle income a little bit. Our personal lives have been, a little hectic this year. So I'm giving myself grace that this maybe wasn't the year for us to hustle. This was maybe a year for us to heal. Healing over hustling sometimes needs to happen, but I am feeling kind of re-energized and ready to put the pedal to the floor. I feel like this time of year always is a little bit more let's go. I want to finish the year strong. I want to be in the best financial position that we can be going into 2025. So those are my thoughts on that. I also wanted to address really quickly before I jump into our tracker and everything and closing out that I will be planning on doing debt-free December. If you guys have been on my channel, this will be our third. I believe it's our third annual debt-free December. I'm really excited about that. I've already got a plan for the videos. I just need to set aside the time to film them in December. So that's the challenging part, right? Is I have the plan written down. I know exactly what videos I want to film, but it's just finding the time. So my plan is, yes, I will be posting debt-free December again. If you're new to my channel, debt-free December is when I film 3 videos a week for the entire month of December. And I love doing it. It started on the year that we became debt-free because I had a feeling that we were going to be able to push and be debt-free at the end of 2021. And we did that. And so that was kind of where it was born, was the end of 2021. So I am excited about that. And I know a lot of you guys have been asking me are you doing debt-free December again? And the answer is yes, I plan to. Will I get up 3 videos every single week? Maybe not, but I will certainly try my best. And if nothing else, I'm hoping to minimum get up 2 because I know there's been months over this year that I have not gotten up even my 2 videos. So hoping for 3, aiming for 2, we'll see. But I will be filming a lot of the videos that you guys love. So our what we got our kids for Christmas video is always a popular one. I have our goals videos that I'll be talking about. So finishing up our goals for 2024, our 2025 goals. If you guys have any other suggestions, like I said, I'm starting to plan that out right now. If you have any other videos that you'd like me to film, let me know. I am always taking your guys' thoughts into consideration for videos that I film. Obviously, I want to give you guys what you want to out of this. So I would love to hear what kind of videos you want to see in debt-free December. So that's all I have for this video. I'm going to go ahead and fill in this tracker and then I'll come back to officially close out the video. All right, so with less than $1,000 left, our tracker is looking incredibly full. I'm super proud of our tracker and proud of the progress that we've made so far this year. Again, I will have a new video up on Tuesday. Make sure you guys watch that one. It is a sit-down video with me talking about job loss and our situation and how things are changing in our budget, probably. So that will be coming on Tuesday, so stay tuned for that. I hope you guys have an amazing weekend, and I will talk to you then. Bye, guys.